Hello everyone, my name is Syed Aman Qadri, founder of the BIM Skills. In this video, let's understand what is the meaning of BIM and or what is the difference in between BIM and digital twin. So there are many confusions. Some people think BIM is equivalent to digital twin, but some people think both are different and some people think both are not relevant. So there is like many confusion. So let's try to understand what is the, or we can say how both are relevant in the context of construction domain. As we belong to construction domain, so we need to understand both the terms, like for the construction sector only. So BIM is already, you can watch our previous videos in the channel. BIM is building information modeling. So already you can check out the video which is there in the description, or you can see the relevant videos. Building means to build the information model. So already you can check out BIM means to create a BIM model, and we know the BIM model is nothing but it's intelligent 3D model, like realistic, like for any construction project, like we will be having a wall, right? We will be having a door, we will be having the furniture, chair, any lighting fixtures, AC equipments, right? Many things. Similar kind of objects will be there in your BIM model. So already we are creating one digital representation of the physical asset, okay, and all the information required, like for maybe maintenance, warranty, guarantee, everything we are adding into the BIM model. So in normal way also we can use a BIM model for facility management and all. Like for example, if any AC is not working, easily we can open the BIM model and we can check some information like what is the warranty duration of it, okay, and what is the warranty period, who is the manufacturer, for example, and who will provide the warranty. All of these details we are adding already into the BIM model, okay. That is nothing but BIM with facility management. So BIM model can be used for facility management services. But now if you use the advanced technology like digital twin, how BIM is helpful? In simple way you can understand, BIM is nothing but, like for example, we created like one human body, okay. So without, like for example, there is no brain, we created one complete body, that is nothing but BIM. So once we added like brain, the body activates, right? So what happens, like if we add the brain, brain will like provide the signals to each and every part of the body, so with the help of which we are able to like for example use the hands. Why? Because the brain is active. So in the context of BIM and digital twin, BIM is nothing but body. So I can just add here, you can check out BIM is equal to body, and the technology digital twin is nothing but brain, okay. So once we add the brain, what happens, the body will get the data, right? The brain will generate the data. So how it is getting generated, you can check out. There is one physical asset. For example, here I am into one building, so I can see here there are a lot of elements, like there is a window, there is wall, column, floor, furnitures, and there are like some electronic equipment, some electrical equipments are there, some lighting fixtures are there. So this is like physical asset. Like assume the same model, we created digitally using BIM. So we have one digital model. Now what happens, both like physical model and the digital model will be connected, okay. Connected through what? Connected through the technology like IoT, okay. And I hope you heard the term IoT maybe somewhere. That is nothing but Internet of Things, okay. Internet of Things. So this contains, you can check out sensors, okay, some IoT devices which provides the data from physical elements or equipments to the digital elements which are there in your BIM model. So in the model itself, easily we can track what is happening. So through these sensors we can track, for example, in this room, for the comfort, how much, how much is the temperature. So we can get the temperature details in the BIM model, but sensors are placed in reality. So maybe for example there is one threshold template, like there is like office here, like everybody needs one, I can say, comfort, okay, comfortable temperature, for example like maybe 24 degrees Celsius. So in the BIM model, through this technology, we can easily track in which room how much data is happening. So there are like many platform for digital twin and BIM to connect. Okay, into that we will be having a dashboard. Okay, in the dashboard you will be having the model here. Okay, for example, there is one model. Along with the model you will be having the graph. Okay, in the graph it will show you whether the temperature is increasing, decreasing, or what is the temperature is constant. So in the graphs also you can check out. And in your BIM model, if you select any one room, okay, like if you use any software, like we'll be placing the spaces in model. If you select that one room or space, you can get to know what is the temperature in it. If you select one pipe in the BIM model, so you will get the idea what is the pressure in it. So we'll be having the idea like this is the threshold pressure. If it is going beyond the pressure, maybe the pipes and all will burst. So we can track each and every data. The main advantage of BIM and this technology, twin technology, is like for the predictive maintenance. I will just write here. So like predictive maintenance. So what we do for any construction project, it starts with conceptual design, then primary design, then final design. Again, we go for pre-construction, construction, and then handover. After the handover, the main stage starts, that is nothing but operation and maintenance. So during the operation and maintenance, this technology is useful with BIM. Okay, that gives you predictive maintenance, because in the maintenance, let's say there are majorly, we can say, two types: reactive maintenance, predictive maintenance. Reactive maintenance is nothing but we do the maintenance once like equipment fails. Okay, for example, I have a bike and like maybe the engine is not working properly. Okay, nowadays if you see the bikes, will get some blink of one indicator like engine is not working, right? So it will blink. So the main, for example, if the battery is dead, again you will get the blink. So initially you will get alert. That is nothing but predictive maintenance. So what happens when you get alert? Your responsibility is to replace the battery or recharge the battery or replace the engine, or we can say repair the engine, so that you can save the cost and time. Okay, so that is nothing but predictive maintenance. That is good for us. So the similar technologies, we are using into the construction project, because we need to use it. We need to adopt these technologies, because in other industries people are using the technologies, but in our construction industry we are very far behind in adopting the technologies. So I hope you got the idea what is BIM and twin technology. Both are not different. In fact, this technology, digital twin, is like common. It is useful for many other industries. So IoT is also useful for many other industries. So we can use this technology in the construction industry also. So it is up to us how we can adopt these technologies. So we need to do some research on it. We need to learn. We need to develop the skills. Okay. So I hope you understood the difference between BIM and the twin technology through this video. If you understood, then you can comment below that you understood, and let me know or let us know what other topics you need to understand wherever you have the confusion. So we will try to create more videos on it. So thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel, the BIM Skills, and have updates in future.